ये वर्ल्ड है ना, वर्ल्ड, इसमें दो तरह के लोग होते हैं। एक जो सारी जिंदगी एक ही काम करते हैं, और दूसरे जो एक ही जिंदगी में सारे काम कर लेते हैं। This was Big B of Bollywood, Amitabh Bachchan's dialogue in Bunty or Bubbly, which actually means in this world there are two types of people. Type number one are those people who do only one thing in their own life. And type number two are those people who do many things in one life. Our secret superstar Manojkumar Warrior has come a long way, doing multiple full power things, out of which one is establishing his own company in the land of dreams, USA. Manoj and his wife Nandini founded Omnitrans Solutions in a room of their rented apartment. Little did they know that his baby, Omnitrans, will go on to become the world leader in their field. To put it simply, Manoj Kumar Warrior became the guru of his business. Hi, my name is Roshan Shetty and also known as RJ Roshan in the Mumbai radio industry. Today is the show finale, and in this episode, I will be in conversation with the Guru Bhai, Manoj Kumar Warrior, to understand more about his business, his creation, and the work that goes into building a brand and taking it to the zenith. So, without wasting any time, let me welcome my secret superstar on Nukkad To New Jersey. This is the finale episode. Let me welcome Mr. Manoj Kumar Warrior. How are you, Manoj Bhai? How are you feeling?
Amazing. It's one of the best feeling I have ever have whenever I come onto this show.
How
And
is the
I'm
whole
I'm
journey
little,
been? Yeah.
yeah,
Are you
good.
feeling elated? Are you feeling emotional? Because it's a journey that we have created together.
So what's happening is more than me, people are feeling nostalgic and they are connecting to their
Whole days.
early days, to their childhood, and re collecting and restarting or staying in their finding out their own passion. How did they start? Like
All nostalgia.
yeah, very like I have a friend and he says, oh, I reminded him of his school days
Brilliant.
and the struggles he went. So all of us have these stories, built in. So my message for all of us is that these stories are there, and you just have to bring them up to the surface and build a web around it, so that they stay in that web, and whenever you want, you will open it and you can see it.
Beautifully said. Beautifully said. And I
Some
must say,
good, some not so good, but
some
it's
good
okay.
and not so good. And that is life.
I want to tell you how I'm feeling today, because we are recording this final episode
Mhm.
of this season, and I feel I'm a little inside. I'm feeling that I'm going to miss all of you, and this is a very touchy feeling for me. And I really love all of you. You've been a great inspiration, and you brought so much of joy in my life by helping me to revisit my past.
Thank you so much. On behalf of my team, I would take this as a genuine appreciation. Thank you so much.
And a
And
big hand to all of you.
thank you. Thank you. And I must say, this show had it all: struggle, success, loss, pain, love, gain, emotion, devotion, and a lots of music. But today, I would like to decode your work for everyone. So let me start off by asking you, please tell me something about Omnitrans Solutions. I've been waiting for the eighth episode to ask you this. I need to understand your business aspect, Manoj Bhai.
See, there are schools, American schools, all over the world.
Hmm.
What do you mean by American schools? Are those schools which cater to American citizens and their
Okay.
kids to help them to go to their schools, their kind of education. And there are such schools all over the world. Wherever there is an
Yes.
embassy or a consulate of America, there
Mhm.
is a school.
Okay.
And these kids go there. Now, the unique thing about this school is they buy their entire stuff, their their training, their services from
Mhm.
US. So
Okay.
they pretty much work as a US institution, just based out of somewhere other country.
Some other country.
And for that, they need a contractor like us, or a consolidator, or a partner
Mhm.
like us, a solution provider who will help them to put this all together. Their supplies, their training, their services, their other stuff.
To
Lot of
facilitate
stuff.
their needs.
Yes. And for that, we need to be a contractor with State Department. State Department here means Foreign Ministry.
Okay.
So we are contractor with State Department, and the State Departments are in contact with this school, and accordingly we help the schools to get their stuff.
Their requirements.
Yeah.
Oh.
So this is in short what is Omnitrans. It could be from a clip to a
Mhm.
furniture, everything, from a training, from finding a person, headhunter, getting their visa and other thing stuff, everything. Like we do
Oh,
complete infrastructure for a school.
brilliant. This is full power. Omnitrans Solutions has every solution. And let me be honest, Manoj Bhai, this name Omnitrans has always intrigued me. What does it mean? What was the thought behind keeping your company's name as Omnitrans Solutions?
So Om is a primordial sound, is a universal sound.
Yes.
And omni means you are everywhere. That you are all over the world, all over the universe, you are present everywhere. That's my goal, to reach each and every corner of the world.
Brilliant. Brilliant. I
And
always knew
trans,
there is something special behind this name.
and trans means that you can reach the whole world, but first you have to reach within.
Wow.
So trance, when you are in trance, you will reach within. And when you come out of the trance, you will reach the world.
Wow. Wow. What?
Also, there is
thought?
another meaning.
Mhm.
Trance is you are nothing, but
Mhm.
omni means you are everything. So our journey is from something to nothing
Nothing.
to everything.
Everything. Wow. Wonderfully
But also,
put.
let me tell you that that we also do the same process what we do for American school. We do it for British schools as well, and
Okay.
accordingly, we have reached out to many British schools all over the world,
That's
and we have around 40 schools which we work with, American and British,
nice.
and we have branches in India, in Philippines, in UK, and of course US is a head office.
Mhm.
And we have a small team of around 25 people who work together, and we help as many schools as possible.
Wow. Wow. So this is Omnitrans Solutions now. How did Omnitrans Solutions start actually? When did you start working?
Okay, so what happened was, as I told you earlier, I used to work with my wife Nandini in her organization. That was in 2009. And unfortunately, they had some problems. That's that company,
Mhm.
and I had to leave that job.
Okay.
So I have to literally quit it. Though the owners were friends,
You had to.
and but I said I don't want to be a burden on them, so I left it without even thinking what I'm going to do next.
That's the brilliant thing that you did.
So I was discussing with my friend Vikas Chawla, a very, very good friend, and he suggested that why don't I start my own company? And to start a company in US, it's very easy. You just pay $300. You get you register your company online. You get your name,
Wow.
and you open a bank account, and you have a virtual office for $75 a month. You have everything. But but I didn't have anything. So I said, okay, let's start. And I used my earlier company's 2 month salary to start the process. On May 27, 2010, the company was registered.
Wow.
And we started from my apartment where I was staying on Green Hollow Drive in Islip. So then anyway, company started, but you don't know what to do. So I reached out to my friends in Saudi Arabia and told them, please help again. And they started sending me little bit of requirements, which I started earlier. This company, like, we did a lot of trading. And that's what the company started with. Just trading, buy, sell. Export, buy and export. So having said that, so I reached out to many people, and one of them was my brother-in-law, who used to work for an American school in Dammam in Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
So in one of my tours to Saudi, I started visiting Saudi. I started visiting many places, and one of them was Saudi Arabia. And that's where I met my brother-in-law, who introduced me to John Bratton, the principal of that American school. And he is the one to give me my first order for the school. And that
first order is always special.
Yeah, that first order from the school to start this school solution business, he's the catalyst. He's the one who gave me the first order.
Wow.
And then he introduced me to his team, his finance controller, Mr. Chris Stevens, and Paul Richards, who was the superintendent at that time. So Chris Steve was a very, very helpful person. He's also like me. He has also come from a very small background to the top level. And he guided me, mentored me, helped me in this business. And that's how this business took off with their help.
Wow, what a wonderful story. So finally, Omnitrans found its spotlight, Manojkumar Warrior. But now it's time for your singing talent to be on the spotlight. So are you ready?
Yeah, this is a very beautiful song, which I want to dedicate to all the people who travel all over the world to get the business. And because you are always on the road, always on the move, it's like your life is in that suitcase. Here you go.
Go for it.
मुसाफिर हूँ यारो, ना घर है ना ठिकाना, मुसाफिर हूँ यारो, ना घर है ना ठिकाना, मुझे चलते जाना है, बस चलते जाना। मुसाफिर हूँ यारो, ना घर है ना ठिकाना, मुझे चलते जाना है, बस चलते जाना। एक राह रुक गई तो और जुड़ चलते जाना.
Brilliant, Manoj Bhai. This was full power. And singing this song actually did not seem like a challenge for you. But in business, did you face any challenges?
There is nothing without challenges.
Absolutely.
Every moment of my life is challenge. But
That we have
I
come
have-
to know now.
yeah, I have gained that much courage to face every situation. So there are challenges, and when we started this business with John Ratton's and Chris Steve's help to
Mhm.
get into school solutions industry, it wasn't that easy, because most of these schools have their setup with another company here who's the biggest competitor, and
Mhm.
they don't like to switch. They are like, they don't take any
Yeah,
risk.
okay, yeah.
So then to get to them and to make sure that they work with us
Hmm.
was not easy. So one such client is one of the biggest universities
Hmm.
in Middle East somewhere,
Yeah.
and their biggest universities, one of the biggest universities. And so far we used to work with schools, but working with university was a new
Different ball
challenge.
game altogether.
And to get into their database itself was a biggest challenge, because many suppliers are going to trying their best.
Yeah.
And somehow we registered with them, and for first year we didn't hear anything. Second year they sent a small order and we did it. But eventually, slowly we developed them, and they are one of our biggest clients right now, and we have a dedicated team just to take care of this university.
Wow.
That's our biggest client.
Wow. And on this note, we have a very important dignitary joining us on Nukkad to New Jersey, who has a very special message for you.
Hi Manoj, good to know you, and I remember that when we met in Turkey for the first time, you were just setting up the business and you were so excited to set up, and you were running after me and other people. But what I admired was that your enthusiasm and all your hard work that you put into this. I know at that point you were just starting, and today, almost after 8-9 years, you are at the point where you have your own entity and you have good relations with the people you deal with. I appreciate your honesty and clarity in terms of doing the business, and the promptness with which you reply and you expect your people who work for you. So I think all that hard work has paid off, and today you are at a stage where you can be proud of your achievements as of this state, and you should take a bow. Well done, Manoj, and good to know you. Thank you.
Oh my God. Mr. Hemant Dhutia. He's one of my mentors also. He's a pioneer of this industry,
Okay.
and many people know him. And he has seen all. He has been doing this for a long time. It was so sweet of him to say such good
A lot
words.
of kind words
Yeah.
coming from his end.
Thank you, Hemant Bhai. Thank you very much, and a big thanks to Preeti Bain and all your kids. It's great. Thank you very much. I always will cherish this.
Manoj Bhai, during this pandemic, all schools around the world were shut down. How did this affect your business?
Pandemic was a very big blow, a very big challenge, especially for us, because we are working with schools, and the schools had to shut down.
Yes.
And they are still going, they are still shut down, many of them, and they're going hybrid model.
Mm-hmm.
They're coming couple of days and they're not. So during this pandemic, what we did was, See, and there's nothing we can do about it. We did our best. We tried to contact, but the school say there are no people, there are no students coming. Why do we buy? Why do we have to
Yes,
do
absolutely. They
anything?
also have a point.
So yeah, so and we already have bought in from the last year, so we want to keep it that way. So we will go no buying. So that means our business was stuck,
Yeah.
and I feel helpless. And this is where I heard someone telling me about it, that when you are helpless or when you are stuck in life, go and help someone, go and unstuck someone. And that's what exactly came to my mind. That forget about me being stuck or me being challenged with the situation. Go and help someone who is really suffering. So we
Yes.
went out all of our way and helped the frontline workers who were working day and night by providing meals. We
Beautiful.
did this
Beautiful.
almost 3 months continuously.
Wonderful.
Yeah, that was one thing we did. And then also we supported the local schools and international schools who like from Africa and from here, who are not able to
For
buy stuff.
education. Yeah.
Yeah, so we supplied them whatever we can.
Wow. Wow. And we have always spoken about your business, dreams, music. But Manoj Bhai, today I have someone to talk about your philanthropic work you do. So should I welcome that guest on Nukkad to New Jersey?
Ah, now who more? There are things we are done with everyone. But
No,
anyway,
no, not yet, not yet. This is a surprise. Go for it.
Hello Manoj, I am pleased and impressed by your persistence and determination to achieve your goals of life. I am sure with your enthusiasm and vigor you will scale many more heights. You truly live as per the dictum of Swami Vivekananda, arise, awake and stop not. God bless you, my dear son. Dear friends, I was introduced to Manoj in 2005 in US by my son Vikas. Ever since, we have maintained very cordial relations and regular contact. Some of his traits, which have not been covered in your episodes, I would like to highlight with my personal experience. The first and the foremost is that he is a very generous individual and is willing to go any length to help the underprivileged with his personal guidance and financial support. In one of the projects which I happen to coordinate in deep forest of Jharkhand called Tribal Welfare Project, he made it a point to come and visit the site. Came all the way from US, went to the site with all the inconveniences, bumpy roads, stayed there for 2-3 days to understand the reality on the ground. And since then, not only he is my regular donor, but he motivates many in USA as my spokesperson. He is generous. The second one, he is very concerned. My wife happens to maintain indifferent health. He makes it a point to talk to us regularly from US. And not only that, when he happens to be in India, he comes and physically checks how we are keeping our health. I'm thankful to him. And lastly, he respects age and elders. Whenever we meet physically or personally, he makes it a point to talk to us very politely, listen to our advice, and touches our feet, the rare phenomena seen in the present day young generation in our society. I am sure he will achieve many more milestones in his life, and with his persistence, he will succeed. Good luck.
Wow. So great of him. Papaji Brijbhushan Chawla. For last almost 25 years, he's doing day and night working with the tribal project, educating the tribal children in the deep forest of Jharkhand, where there is a big impact of Naxal movement. Almost 3 to 5,000 students are there in different schools. When I visited, I was expecting like a small school, which is, like broken infrastructure, there's nothing. But to my amazement, the school was so well equipped, including internet, including laptop, and the bathrooms were so spick and span, and the children were so much in joy. Amazing this. And I've been a part of this project for some time, and I want every one of you who is listening to help every kid, whatever way you can. This is my message through Papaji Brijbhushan Chawla and Mamiji. A big thank you to you for helping me to help you.
चलते चलते मेरे ये गीत याद रखना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना। चलते चलते मेरे ये गीत याद रखना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना। रोते हंसते बस यूं ही तुम गुनगुनाते रहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना। प्यार करते करते हम तुम कहीं खो जाएंगे, इन ही बहारों के आंचल में थक के सो जाएंगे। प्यार करते करते हम तुम कहीं खो जाएंगे, इन ही बहारों के आंचल में थक के सो जाएंगे। सपनों को फिर भी तुम यूं ही सजाते रहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना। चलते चलते मेरे ये गीत याद रखना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना।
In Hindi, Alvida means goodbye. And the song that you sang also means never say goodbye. To be honest, My team and I really don't feel like bidding you and this show goodbye, but all good things must come to an end. And so has Nukkad to New
But
Jersey.
but wait.
Okay. Yes.
First, I have to tell you that this whole process of shooting this episode was an unbounded happiness filled experience.
Thank you.
I was living every moment and thinking, what did I do to get this kind of uh, audience? And people were so much in love, and they were showering their blessings with their
Yeah.
comments all over the world. They just loved it. But I want to tell you, there are many stories which we could not cover in this.
Yes.
Many such stories, small stories from my childhood and from business, from my travels, from my challenges. Because there are so many, right? So
Mhm.
many which we have to fit that into the 30-minute
Into the show, yes.
block. And it's not easy. It was not easy. So I think we will have to go with season 2.
Yeah.
I don't know
And
when, but we will do it. At some point, we will have
110%.
to.
110%. And season one is just the beginning of this beautiful journey, Manoj Kumar Warrior. But before you leave, Manoj Kumar Warrior, I have one final question. Now that you've completed your triangle of passions, do you feel full power?
Where I'm saying the triangle of life is your family, your work, and any spiritual activity will do. But you have to put in between a music, because music opens up your brain and music connects all of them
Beautiful.
and makes it so simple and synchronized. And that's
1%.
what you did, Roshan,
Thank
by
you.
bringing out my hidden uh, passion out to the people, and we made this a musical journey.
Yes,
So
we
I'm
can.
so grateful and thankful to you, to Veda, to Adrian, to Parvez, to Pratham, to Meher, and all the people
Who
and
have been
all
working
those
with.
guests who have been on this show. They took their time off, they spent their time with us, and they spoke so many good words. And there are so many other people who would like to come also.
Yes.
We will have to talk about our next season whenever it is possible. So till then,
Absolutely.
lot of love from me and my family and Omnitrans.
Lot of
Goodbye.
love to you. Lot of love to you, Manoj Kumar Warrior. This has been a full power joyride. Letting you go now, but with the promise that we will meet again. And together we will entertain the world with smiles. Thank you so much, Manoj Kumar Warrior. It was a pleasure having you and hosting this show for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Roshan. Thank you, everyone. And we'll see you soon.
Indian industrialist, philanthropist Ratan Tata once said, and I quote, take the stones people throw at you and build a monument. Our secret superstar Manoj Kumar Warrior took all the threads of life and wove a masterpiece out of it. My team, Vedas Sushila Mohan, Adrian Ferreira, are glad to have been a part of this roller coaster journey. And here's a full power salute to Mr. Manoj Kumar Warrior, a lucrative businessman, a devoted art of living practitioner, a doting family man, a music maestro, and a real superstar. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much for joining us on season one of Nukkad to New Jersey. We'll be back with more stories in season two. But till then, leave your thoughts in the comment section. We would love to hear from you. A special thank to all the guests who have been featured on Nukkad to New Jersey. So, on that note, this is Roshan Shetty signing off. If you would love to connect with me, you could connect with me on my Instagram and Facebook page at the rate RJ Roshan SRB, B for Bombay. Or you could also send me an email at connect at the rate roshanshetty.in. And yes, the most important thing, stay at home, stay safe, and stay full power.
Hi, Daddy. I'm so grateful for everything you do for this family. You've always been our source of support and showered us with so much love, and now you're our weekly source of entertainment. Nukkad To New Jersey is such an amazing show that has revealed so many new aspects of your personality. You've always been somebody who has been driven by passion, has a strong sense of commitment, a sense of leadership, but at the same time is so free-spirited and fun-loving. This is a rare combination. I'm so glad to be able to hear stories of your childhood, of your time in Saudi, and all the hardships that you faced to bring us where we are today. Thank you for all the sacrifices that you have made. Thank you to Roshan and Veda and the whole team of Nukkad To New Jersey for bringing these stories to light and helping my dad share his journey with the world. I'm again so grateful for all of you, and I'm also so happy to have such a loving and amazing dad. Thank you.